gate questions on CG and MI, that is center of gravity, centroid, and moment of inertia. So we have first question. The possible location of shear center of the channel section shown below is, that is on left side, and that is we have P. So option is A. The symmetrical eye section with width of flange, so dimensions of the eye section are given, and find the magnitude of the shear stress in the web at its junction with the top flange. So we have given this. So we have first calculated value of I, which is BD cube by 12 minus BD cube by 12. So whole section we have considered, and this portion, that is 50 minus 10, so 40 section, this 20 and this 20, and this will be 100. So that we will subtracted, we got value of I. Then by using formula tau, we have calculated. Now important is AY bar. So we have to take AY bar, that is of this, that is the area which is above that junction. So we have 50 into 10, and we have to take centroid distance from center of this, which is 50, to the center of this flange. So this is again 5. So total we have 55. So we have 55, and I already we have calculated 3.87. So that value we have 71.1 something. So we have taken 71 Newton per mm square. Then we have inner section. Shear center is a point to which, if the resultant load passes, the section will not be subjected to any torsion. So when your load passes through the shear center, then torsion moment is 0. For a given shear force across a symmetrical eye section, the intensity of shear stress is maximum. Now that is obviously symmetrical. So we have at centroid of the section. Option is B. Then the point within the cross-sectional plane of a beam through which the resultant of the external loading on the beam has to pass through, ensure the bending without testing. So last time we have what force when it passes through shear center. Now the point where we do not have twisting moment. So again we have shear center C. The shear stress at the neutral axis in a beam of triangular section with a base of 40 millimeter, height 20 millimeters. So we have formula. So we have to calculate, that is BH cube by 36. And from this, we are going to get value of tau. So this formula is little bit modified. And we have F upon 3I in bracket H minus X. And that gives us value as 10 Newton per mm square. And then that will be option C. Now, eye section of a beam is formed by gluing wooden planks as shown in the figure. This beam transmits a constant vertical shear force of 3000 Newton. The glue at any of the 4 joints will be subjected to a shear force of. Now, at any joint means we are going to consider this 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have to find again we are interested value kilonewton per meter length. So formula is tau is equal to VA y bar upon IB, but we are interested with kilonewton per meter. So we are going to take B on this side. So tau B, now this value we can have kilonewton per meter, provided my value of V, that value of V is in kilonewton. So here we have considered 3000 Newton, and we got this value, that is Newton per millimeter. So Newton per millimeter, that is nothing but kilonewton per meter. So one and the same means I can write this value as 4 Newton per millimeter. So I have taken all values in Newton and millimeter. So here we have taken all values, that is if we got tau B kilonewton meter, if we will put all in Newton and millimeter. So answer is B. Now if a beam of rectangular cross section is subjected to vertical shear force V, the shear force carried by the upper 1/3 of the cross section is, then we have to find value of tau at D by 3. Means if I will consider a rectangular section, And then we have D by 3 from top. So we have V AY bar. So we have this B into D by 3. Then center of this, we have actually this we have to consider D by 2 minus D by 3. Or I can say this will be D by 6 from top. So D by 2 minus D by 6. And then we will get this as 6. So we can say 3 minus 1, 2, and that will be 3. So we have D by 3. Because half we have considered of this. So half of this from top is D by 6. So we can cancel this D by 6 from D by 2. So automatically we will get that value. Now if we will see the diagram for stress, then we have diagram is something like this. So now we have value at this. So we have to take average. Then how we will get average? 2/3 because we have parabola. So 0 over here, 4V upon 3BD over here. So we have 2/3 of average of this into area because stress into area. Area we have this. That is B into D by 3. So we have taken B into D by 3. We got 8V by 27, which will have C option. The plane section remains plane. Assumption in bending theory implies that is strain profile is linear. So we have option is A. Now consider simply supported beam, and we are interested to find the stresses at P and Q. Now, as your point P is at neutral axis, so we have bending stress 0, and therefore we are going to get only shear stress in this one. So this will be pure shear stress. So we have option first pure shear stress. Now this you can see. So we have top and bottom, we have shear stress 0. So this will be tensile or compressive, but as it is below neutral axis, so it is tensile. So we have option is A. So this is compressive will not be option. So here this will not be option. So here first is given, P is given as compression is not option. So we have option is A. Then homogeneous simply supported prismatic beam of width B is subjected to concentrated load, and then we are interested that is the maximum flexural stress developed in beam. So we have simply that is M by I into Y, and we have given beam B and D. So we have M PL by 4 because at center, and we have simply supported. So bending moment PL by 4, I we have BDQ by 12, and we have depth is D. So that becomes half D by 2. So it comes 3 PL upon 2 BD square. Option is D. Then here we are interested the modulus of rupture. So cross section of the prism is given, that is a 450 millimeter long plane. So this is given 450, and then we have to find maximum bending moment. So as symmetrical, so reactions are same, 11.25 11.25 multiplied by 150, and we will get that will be M. So M we have 11.25 into 0.15, 1.69 kilonewton meter. Now we have BDQ by 12. That will be value of I, which will be 42.19 into 10 raised to 6 millimeter to the power 4. And then sigma we will substitute values. Now depth is 150, so automatically Y will be 75, and we will have value as 3. So this is value 3 we have for this. Then we have this temperature at top, we have 36, bottom we have 72 degrees centigrade, and we have depth as 250. And then deflection we have, that is alpha TL square upon 8H, that is vertical deflection, and T that is difference between these two. And then we have 72 minus 30, so I can write it as 72 degree minus 36 degree. And then we will get it as 2.43. So we have 2.43. So between 2.38 and 2.45. And we have a beam with cross section given below is subjected to a positive bending moment that is given, and the tensile force acting on the hatched area. And so this is given. Now bending moment is given. So we have to find out the stress at this point, because we know stress at this point is 0. Then now we will find Y. So you can see this, we have calculated I. From this, we have calculated sigma. So we have 14.22. So we have to go for average 0 and 14.22 and then multiply by this area. So sigma average 0 plus 14.22 by 2 into area of this 25 into 50. And that will give us 8.9 kilonewtons. Option is C. Then we have simply supported. So just we have seen this will be alpha TL square upon 8H downward. Just we have solved the problem. And the maximum bending stress induced in a steel wire of modulus of elasticity so are 200 kilonewton per millimeter square and diameter 1 millimeter. When wound on a drum of diameter 1 meter is approximately, then we have to go sigma by y is equal to E by R. And when we will substitute it, we got value. E is given 200 kilonewton, so into 10 raised to 3. Then this is E. Why we have 0.5? Because 1 millimeter is given, so it becomes 0.5 millimeter. And R, so 1 meter radius diameter is given, so radius we will get as 500. So 200 Newton per mm square. C option. Then we have the first moment of area about the axis of bending for a beam cross section is section modulus. Then polar moment of inertia in centimeter 4 of a rectangular section having width is given, depth is given. So we know polar moment of inertia is Ixx plus Iyy. So we will find Ixx, Iyy, and then we will add it, gives us polar moment of inertia, which is 40. Then we have a disk of radius. So this is given hole of radius r by 2 cut as shown in figure. So this is total r and we have radius of r by 2 cut from this. And then we can have this actually y bar is equal to summation a y bar upon summation a. And that we have made over here. So we have minus pi r by 2 whole square into r by 2. That will be, so we have for first a into y bar. So y bar for whole we have 0. And therefore, if I will consider that is first, which is pi r square. So we have first term, which will be pi r square into 0. So therefore, that is not considered over here. So that is of whole section. And therefore, we have directly considered of second, where we have taken pi r square minus this area. Minus r by 6, that indicates we have that is on negative side. So on this side. So we have magnitude. So C r by 6. Then we have 19, which is for 2 marks. For the section shown below, second moment of the area about axis d by 4 distance above the bottom of the area is. Now you can see this. So d by 4 we are interested. For the section shown below, second moment of area about an axis d by 4 distance above the bottom of the area is. So we have taken d by 4 from xx. So we are going to get that value will be Iyy plus Ixx. This is d by 4 distance above the bottom of the area. So Iyy we have calculated and we got this value as 7 BD cube upon 48. So this is d by 4 distance from neutral axis we can say, or I can say from xx. And there we have to find out a moment of second moment of inertia, that I can mention it as at we are interested to determine moment of inertia at yy. And we got this value, that is we have to just shift it, that is Ixx plus a into h square, and h we have d by 4. And then from this we will get 7 BD cube by 48. So we have C answer again. So many of the answers are C in moment of inertia. So these are about moment of CG, centroid, center of gravity, and moment of inertia, which were asked in last 20 to 25 years. So today we will stop here only. So next time we will take next video. So thank you.